podcast, everybody. We are joined today by the legendary Michael Havens of ICC Con. How you doing, brother?
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm doing great.
Hell yeah,
Our
man.
pleasure.
We've been looking forward to, bro. Swinner, you can attest to it. How many times have I texted in the group chat, like, "Yo, when are we having Michael on? When are we having Michael on? We got to start chugging. We got to start chugging." It's been in the works, man. But we're super stoked to have you here.
This is definitely a canon event for us because I don't know if you know this, Mike, but we are all here in this podcast because of you.
It's not my fault, everyone.
Yeah, so we all met each other at ICCC. It was actually my first con. I think it was Rath's first con too, and we hit it off with these guys, man. And we've created some good friendships, and we've stayed in touch, and we talk every day, and we do this every week. So, I know it wasn't intentional, but thanks for what you do. We wouldn't be here without you.
No, dude, honestly, that makes my day, man. That's the whole reason why I do it. There's no profit in it. It'll drive me nuts every year. It's completely freaking insane. But it allows, I always say this too. I always say, you know what? It's really hard to make best friends when you're over 25 years old. Dude, and it's allowed a lot of people to not only make best friends, but friend groups and stuff that meet up every year. It's like a whole different family, and real family's great too. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, you get to go meet your nerd family every year at ICCC. And that's what I'm going for. I want people to be able to attend and do their stuff and have a really good time, but it also not cost a fortune and not make you mortgage your house. And you know what? Bring a bucket of toys and sell those and pay $0 for the trip. That's my dream.
Yeah. It's crazy. I can speak personally. I think, Sklee can attest to it. I was not really in the greatest of place before that con. And then I was able to link up with Sklee. He's been one of my buddies for a decade and a half
13 years.
Almost a decade and a half. And then
high school.
Getting to finally meet Swoomski and JT and just, man, it honestly probably salvaged that year for me. So.
Yeah. It changed the trajectory of your life, man. It got you connected. You got into selling cards. We started going to cons, this kind of thing. But
and now I run some podcast thing on a YouTube channel.
I've been to ICC before, and it has a certain vibe that you can't really get anywhere else. And I'm not just saying that to say that because it is true. No. I've been there before, but the last one I went to, like you said, I literally met the three of these guys at the same place. And it's the type of brotherly, love, camaraderie, and friendship that bleeds into other cons. Because actually, Sklee and Rath and I just came back from Lexington. And then before that, Rath went with Swooner to Richmond. And we wouldn't have been able to do that had we not had that tie at ICC because it's so down to earth and there's such a like you said, intimate, close vibe that you get there. It's just it's unmatched.
We try to do a whole immersive experience, so everybody can just enjoy themselves all weekend and just escape to that galaxy far, far away with a bunch of other fans that want to do the same thing, So that's what we're really going for. It's just to be a kid again. You guys are all young bucks, man, so I'm sorry with some of my choices. I'm sure they're a little bit over your age range, but it's all stuff I like, so hopefully you like some of the stuff I do.
I'm an old soul, man. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I think
last year was
CEO of the group at 31 now. So
that's what I'm saying, man. I could trip you guys up with a rotary telephone. You'd be like, I don't know how to do that.
I had one of those in my home growing up.
I know how to do that. These guys, these other two on the other side, I don't even think they remember when phones were inside of houses.
Hey, I had a rotary phone. I had one of those phones that you spun the dial, bro.
That's crazy.
But the ICC was my first time going to that con last year, and dude, I still use the lanyard from my press pass as my keychains.
Well, that's one thing we do, man. Even the lanyards, you notice it with the little things. I have a problem. Well, you guys know you go to other cons. What do they usually give you? They give you that shoestring that's going to give you a rash around your neck for free. You know what I mean? But I don't want that. I want something nice. I always want everything to be nice for you guys,
4-day
I think that helps.
Badge from Richmond, and we got this
shoestring.
cheap little.
Yeah, and look at the badge in comparison. Look at the artwork. I bet you it's worse.
Oh, compared to Stevens? Oh,
yeah.
It's way worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
This
look
is
at the badge.
Steven's
Like my badge is
amazing.
nicer, the lanyard's
And
nicer, the
this
pins
is
are nicer,
just
the patches are nicer, the cosplay is nicer, the vendor tables, I guarantee you. I could go and do the Pepsi challenge with any convention in the world. And I
Bro,
guarantee you our vendor tables are better.
they're peak. It's
That's a crazy thing to be able to say, and nobody can call me out and say you're lying because it's, dude, our vendor table. And the reason why is because I'm sitting there all day going, hey, it's nice that you got $750 to buy a vendor table, and I sure would like to sell it, Anderson Windows, but screw off because I don't want people with selling windows or like gutter guards or T-Mobile or like soap. Or you know what I mean? Or like, here's like 8,000 kinds of dip. Has that table ever helped anybody where you walk by the dip table and they got 40,000 kinds of dip and they're like, you could have one tortilla chip and then you could buy a bag of dry dip, go find yourself some sour cream at home later and then make that. It's like, who's that helping? Like, just have a cooler and have sodas. At least I could drink the soda once I buy it. But instead, it's like, here's a bag of dust. Just make this into a product later when you're cooking.
Yeah.
But you won't find any of those booths at ICCC.
Nah, and it's funny. We were at, what was it, LexCon? They had the Army National Guard there. They had the Marine Corps.
No, dude,
God bless our troops, but come get the discount. You know what I mean?
They dead ass had a T-Mobile booth at
that too.
Yeah. Did they have the T-Mobile booth? Oh, dude, there is nothing like a cold bucket of water, like turning down a con aisle, and then it's like, boom. Have you thought about your cell phone chargers? Or God forbid, some of the bigger ones, and it's like, and the stage, welcome to the stage, Darth Vader, sponsored by Geico. And it's like, oh, good looking out, man. Let me think on my car insurance right now.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? They don't have that thing where they keep the magic. But the problem is keeping the magic loses you a lot of money and is very expensive.
Yeah.
But screw it. Can't live forever, right?
No.
Dude, GalaxyCon, me and Wrath were having a great time going up and down the aisles. And the next thing you know, there's people trying to sell us windows and garage doors. And I'm like, I'm here for the artwork, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not
it's
here,
like, let me think about that leaky pipe in my house I ain't got around to yet. Good looking out. Thank you.
Or like,
you go to the
like
con
it's
for
like
a
when you go into
steak.
Costco and you're looking for the fucking Star Wars cards, and the guy's like, "Have you thought about whether you want to redo your garage?" No, I fucking haven't.
Yeah.
Stacy, fuck off. Right?
Who's your cell phone carrier? Man, leave
Not
me
you.
alone, man. They invented the internet. We don't need you anymore. Stop.
But see, I do love those booths too, because like I'll go up and I'll just be like, "Oh, no English, no good, no, don't tell me nothing." Turn into a.
I don't think I interact with humans enough. For that to be something I do.
Right. Oh man, but yeah, it's just like, bro, like even like I'll sit in these groups, like the unofficial DisCon group, and these people are like, "Oh my god, why is the Marine Corps at this convention? Like, I'm not interested in going to fight Ukraine." And I'll just comment and be like, "Yo, check out ICC Con."
True.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, if you want like toys, cool. I mean, I was so sick and tired of going to cons. That's one of the reasons why I made ICC Con, is you go to a con, you spend the same amount for a ticket, but then you also get hit for parking for $45. And then you're in downtown wherever, where they're charging you $12 for a soda and $18 for a hamburger that I wouldn't feed my worst enemy in the world.
Or
and then what do? You walk around the con. Yeah, you walk around the con and you see all these things, and they throw the cold buckets of water on you, and they're just peeling money out of your pockets as fast as humanly possible. Yeah. And they just want you. Have you ever noticed? Here, let me give you, for anybody that is over the whatever the heck is like the thin people weight, like JT, man, you're like a thin person weight, right? You're like normal. You probably like run places and whatnot. Okay. Any other con you've ever been to, can you find a place to sit down for 5 minutes?
Oh no, dude!
Even not a comfortable spot.
Even with not having the need to really sit, because, like you said, it's not as taxing on my body as someone else. Right?
You're probably like they're doing like leg sprints right now under the table, man.
Is that one of those little runners?
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I mean, you put it perfectly though, man, because even just this last con we went to, I was like, yeah, we have been walking around like all day and haven't sat down once. I feel like I need to sit down, and there's like a big open spot of concrete. There's like no chairs, and other people are sitting on the floor too. It's like, oh, I guess this is what we're gonna do.
Me and Wrath all 4 days at GalaxyCon, bro, just sitting like on the most uncomfortable carpeted floors. If it had carpets, like the walls were pretty much like straight up and down, so you can't.
Yeah, you come to ICC Con, we got a bar, a full bar, we got a waterfall, and we got couches.
And that's the thing.
Come on, man. Like, what's better?
There is nothing more depressing than being at a convention and sitting eating $50 chicken tenders out of your fucking crotch with a cup of ranch on it. Like, it just.
But that's it, man. Dude, the food is like, you could like, dude, they just put an In-N-Out burger across the street from the convention center, by the way.
Really? All right.
Yeah.
Dang.
Never been.
So you don't even got to go to California for that anymore.
But see, that's the thing. That's the thing that's so sick about ICCC too. Is like, bro, like last year we were done with the convention one of the days, and then we just went down in fucking downtown Nashville and got fucking hammered.
Oh yeah, it's really nice to have Nashville is like just a bonus feature asterisk to this convention.
But it's not like, we're not worried about being in Nashville, like downtown and having to, like.
Because you can get to Nashville. The thing is, man, is during the con day, dude, you want to save your money. You want to buy your stuff. You want to buy the autographs. You want to meet the guest stars. You want to buy your toys. But you're not trying to waste tons of money on food. And that's the problem, man. That's why we try to stay away from downtown. Because I guess what? Back in like 1912, they invented this thing called a car. And like everybody's got one. And it's like, why do you have to be where the hotel room is $700 a night? Where, God forbid, you want a turkey sandwich, it's going to cost you $35. You parking for $45 a night every night, man. And God forbid you take your car out of the hotel and bring it to the convention center. You're paying $90 that day to park your vehicle. It's bonkers. We got free parking. Show me another con that does free parking.
That's Disney.
I don't know.
Disney parking.
I love it. Just the convenience of being able to bring all your stuff up to the room. Like, if you have some things during the day, the lobby, it was home based for everybody. They were doing sales. We could sit at the bar with some of the actors or the voice actors. It was amazing. And then, like, being able to just go chill in our rooms for a little bit, watch Star Wars. They had Star Wars going on the whole weekend on TV.
Yeah.
The room sales we don't even need to get into. That's just like, that's the cherry on top.
Well, dude, the hotel, you got to stay at the hotel because it's the best, man. And you get that freaking breakfast, which is like the King Kong buffet of breakfast with an omelet bar for free. And then you get 2 drinks every night and snacks. They just like roll out snacks. Dude, it's like you remember like having a sleepover back in the day when you're a little kid and like the mom rolls down with delicious treats and whatnot?
Yeah.
That's like this hotel. They're like, oh, would you like a free like alcoholic beverage or 2? Would you like some cheeses and nuts and whatnot? Yes, please, for free. Sounds great. And that's what a con should be, man. And it's not what cons are. That's why our VIP, dude, VIP comes with drinks, sodas, all the different kinds of food, lunches every single day, ice cream, pie, snacks, treats, granola bars, candy bars, and you can eat as much of them as you want.
Yep.
Dude, there is no other VIP on the planet that'll give you a freaking pack of saltine crackers for the same exact money.
Yeah, you're right.
I got a $5 voucher for a cheeseburger.
Terrible. And how much was the cheeseburger? $28. So you're like, oh yeah, I got out of here for $22 for a cheeseburger that for some reason, even though they're going to make you the worst cheeseburger in the world, they got to still shape it like a daisy flower so you know for sure it's the worst cheeseburger in the world. What is that? You can't make a circle and at least let me guess until I take a bite?
Yeah, it's
I got 2 things here. So one, you brought up the VIP, and we just went to a convention where we bought VIP, and there was like no benefits for having VIP. No,
they sold line skips. It wasn't even included in VIP. They sold the line skip for more than the VIP badge.
Church, no bonuses.
Ridiculous.
Also another thing is what you brought up. It's like the first time I went to ICC, General Veers. The Imperial officer from Empire Strikes Back, sitting at the bar, old dude, creeping up to his 90s, I think, or what? How old? beers with Veers, dude. When will you ever do this anywhere at another con? Beers with General Veers? Are you kidding me? And then
Yeah, he was just sitting there.
In my head, I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, that was an amazing con, an amazing year. Probably a one-of-one convention. I don't know if it's going to happen again, because ICC's changing to a different hotel. And then what happens next time around? I'm sitting with my buddy
Hotel was so
breakfast. Sick. And all of a sudden, Sebulba and Watto are on both sides of me, and you look into the distance. Oh, Roger Christian's coming down the elevator. Oh, okay, Warwick Davis is over there at the buffet trying to get the eggs out of the. I'm like, dude, this is like I'm
dude, JT.
Dude, I try to make everybody feel like family that comes, whether it's the movie stars or whether it's you guys or clubs or just an attendee for a day, man. And what that does is it's not really like, I don't mean to say like a safe place. That's not what I'm going for. It's like everybody gets it and everybody's together, and that fun breeds the energy, which makes the guest stars come down and have a beer and stuff like that, because they know it's General Veers. They know you appreciate what he did and that you liked his work. And this is what, imagine if anyone ever came up to you in your day-to-day job and said, I would like to purchase you a beer because I appreciate and value your work.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? They don't get this at other cons, dude.
No.
You can't. I remember I was up at Lexington Comic Con, you guys were saying, right? And this was before I ran a con, and one of the many, many reasons why I started ICCC. And I was across the street at the steakhouse because I like a steak at night, And it was a nice steakhouse, and in walks Booker T, the guy who played the Rain Corps Keeper, and Gerald Holm. And Gerald Holm, God rest his soul, was one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. I'll just lay that out there. But so they walk in, and the steakhouse turned them away because they didn't have reservations. And I'm like, how the hell are you going to have guests in your city
They turn out
and
Booker
not
T?
make sure that they're going to be able to get food?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just like, I'm old school Italian, man. My mother would smack you up and down the hill if that ever happened. You come to my house, you can't have a sandwich. You know what I mean? So it was like, when they couldn't do that, I was like, well, that's never going to happen at ICCC. And the more and more that I've been involved with these guests over the years, we've had 150 guest stars over the years, like crazy names. And I've hung out with every single last one of them, man. A lot of them been to my house. A lot of them shot guns in my backyard inside my truck. You know what I mean? But that makes them feel like family. I mean, dude, at one point, I had 2 stormtroopers, a First Order trooper, Claudia Wells, in my pool. You know what I mean? Like, this is, and the thing is they never get treated like people.
Yeah.
They never get cared for. The people don't care for them. If they're not on a major motion picture with 30 agents and 30 helpers making sure that their green Skittles are removed, they get treated like garbage, man.
Mike, our buddy John Graber had the Gamorrean guard crash on his couch. Like, there's a different level of
Constantino's great, man.
And too, like with what you said, like the celebrities feeling comfortable enough to come down and have a beer with you. Most of the time, like, even if they did feel comfortable enough, the con that they're accompanying has restrictions and contracts where they feel scared to break the rules. I mean, we've had run-ins, with celebrities like, hey, can you just do this audio quick? For example,
that's the man, we don't even. That's the other thing, which is once again a terrible business decision and crushes me, but whatever.
It ruins an experience.
Every time somebody meets General Veers and has a beer with him, or gets an autograph from him, or talks to him, or gets a free podcast video, or whatever it is, that is money away from the convention promoter. Every single one of those. Every single other. That's why they keep them so controlled and don't let you ever get near them. But these people come and they're like, well, should we stay at this hotel? Should we be an offsite? Should we do this? Are we allowed to do this? And I just say, enjoy Tennessee. Enjoy yourselves. It's a beautiful city. It's always freaking beautiful out. Like, just enjoy it and have a relaxing weekend. And that's the thing, guys. And that's why this kind of stuff happens is, number one, I don't squash it. Same thing with room sales. Room sales is the dumbest thing any convention promoter has ever done in the history of the world. But I'm not a convention promoter. It's the Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention. I am a collector of toys. That's what I love, man. But the thing is it still doesn't change the fact that an entire another convention happens at night that people have to pay for a room for. When all my vendors on the floor are paying for a room and paying for a vendor table. but they also understand what we're going for. You know what I mean? Everybody understands this dream, and they help they help out. Like, nobody that sells at the room sales is like just like shady and trying to be like, I ain't buying a vendor table. I'm just going to be shady and do it at night. They're not like that. You know what I mean? We're all trying to keep this thing and make it, because, dude, you don't get the interactions and the guest stars. That costs to me, like losing money in the room sales and losing money when XYZ meets Wedge until he's in an elevator and talks him into a free selfie or a free autograph. Even though that doesn't go towards the guarantees and it loses me money, it makes the magic. And the magic eventually will make this thing work and make it stop losing money for me. Because it is different, and it's different than every other convention in the world.
Yeah,
and the reason why is because it's terrible business. But I'm the only moron in charge, and I own it all, so nobody can tell me to do different.
But you allowing that to happen is an investment in the people coming back, because when they have such a good reaction, sure, it takes money from you then. But the celebrities feel comfortable. The person has a fantastic experience instead of being like, oh, no, sorry, I can't do that. And they go home and they're like, man, I really wish that interaction would have been better, meeting my hero. But they're like, no, that was so fun. I'm coming back again.
And that's why, man, it's all about telling your friends, and that's what's going to make us grow. Because, I mean, when you look at it, you might say, well, they don't have XYZ, the $500,000 guest star. We don't have Thor signing autographs. But, dude, can I, in good conscience, as a collector and as a Star Wars fan, invite people to something that I consider my home, and then tell them they have to pay $750 for a guy from 50 years ago to sign a freaking lightsaber for him?
Yeah.
I can't do that. How do I even pitch that number to people?
No, no.
Oh, the autographs are $750 a piece. Are you kidding me? That's like a really, really nice car payment. That's like a decent house mortgage payment. That's like food for a month. You know what I mean? Like, how can that? And they do it, and then they have this con, and they'll be like, "Well, this guy's autograph is $750. This guy's autograph is $550. This guy's autograph is $450, and this guy's autograph is." And it's like, dude, why?
Yeah.
And the reason why is because it pumps money. These other ones just pump money, man. It is a great business if you do it that way.
Right.
The way I do it is more like, hey, everybody come to a party that I'm just going to pay for on the front end, and then buy some stuff if you could, so I don't get hammered.
I got something.
But
I think Swoon has
that's
something.
what creates the experience that you guys have enjoyed.
Swinner, Mr. Swinner, you have the floor.
You guys.
I mean, we've kind of gone past the fucking topic that I wanted to add on to.
Bring it back up.
What do you got? Sorry, I can hardly hear you. When you hit record and we started, everybody got super quiet. And I can't fix it on my phone, but I can kind of hear you.
So it kind of adds on to like what JT said about like having a beer with General Veers. Like last year at ICC, our buddy Outpost Treasure Chest pulls a 1-of-1 Sebulba card. And JT, I'm sorry to piss on your parade, but the beers with Veers is nothing compared to this 1-of-1 fucking meeting.
I'm not a card guy, but that was impressive.
Yes, it's so insane.
We pull a 1-of-1. Well, he pulls a 1-of-1 Sebulba card. We're all just filming him, watching it all go down. Oh, good old Wrath of Mandalore here just so happens to notice that Lewis McLeod is sitting in the hotel lobby and just decides to go and talk to him. Be like, hey, so we got a Topps card over here, and we'd be very interested if you like want to come see it and all that. He's like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but let's go. And next thing you know, he's just sitting there. We're having beers, eating wings with Lewis McLeod for like 10, 20 minutes, just filming everything. He ends up signing the card, and I think they put it into like Chat GPT, and it's like a 1 in like 1 trillion chance of something like that ever happening again.
Yeah.
With him in the room, like 15, 20 feet away, by the way.
Well, the hook is amazingly, you guys randomly got video seamless from the beginning to the end. So nobody can call BS on you because it's there.
Exactly.
Well, I've seen the video. It's cool, dude, for sure. But yes, no other convention would allow that because the long story short in the corporate convention mind is you guys just told the story about how you got a $50 autograph for free.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all the corporate convention thinks about. That's why these things only happen at ICCC. Because these guest stars literally go, you mean we can really go to the hotel bar and hang out with people? And I'm like, yeah, dude, have fun. Like, I'm not here to be like, this is good, sit in your seat. We have ways of making you sign autographs. I didn't, you know what I mean? It was like, and that's what makes it like super nice.
And I think that's the thing. I've been chasing that high ever since. I've been to 4 cons now, but like that was my first con, and I feel like, and I think Wrath can agree with me. I've been chasing the high of that con. And I haven't been able to put my finger on it, but that was what it is. It's just the intimacy of it, all the things that are happening. Everybody felt like a family. Everybody's hanging out. Like there was no corporate BS. It literally just felt like a really beautifully organized hangout. And like I said, none of the cons have been able to live up to that original experience that we had. So yeah, man, it's definitely something really special, especially somebody, like I said, who's never been to any of them before, and just seeing the difference from that first time to all these other ones we've been to, it's night and day. So just thank you again for doing all that you've done for it. I mean, it's very special, one of a kind.
I don't know. It makes me feel good too. I get something out of it, dude. Honestly, I mean, I have so many people that have told me stories of where they've met new friends or where they've had the best experience they've ever had. Or I even had a guy, he was in cosplay and we were taking the picture, and it was during COVID because we did that COVID con, which was freaking crazy. And if anybody needs like 500 hand sanitizer things, I got you. But we did that COVID con, and we were the first convention before COVID ended, and we did it also. It fell into parameters and was legal and everything. And I even won like convention promoter of the year at the Hall of Honor in Las Vegas for that. And they gave me like a dope, like it's like a big ring. I'll show it to you when you're at the con because I wear it at the con. And I won it for that because it was right during COVID, and it was when everybody said we weren't allowed to have conventions anymore ever. You know, and we were like, screw that. There's got to be a way to follow all the rules, but still just let everybody come together and hang out. And anyway, we were taking the cosplay picture. Sorry, long story short, too late. But we're taking the cosplay picture, and there was a guy, and I won't mention what he was cosplaying as because I'm not trying to call anybody out or anything, but he was right behind me. And he said, thank you so much for doing this convention. He said, if I didn't have this to look forward to, I would have given up during COVID. And that there, man, I don't care if I lose money till the day I die.
Yeah.
Like, that's gotta, you know what I mean? And I'm very lucky, man. I'm blessed. I have a good life. I have good businesses. My wife is the best in the world. My dog is a troublemaker, but it's okay because he's cute. Like, I've got no complaints in life. So believe me, I'm not trying to sit here and be like, oh, I waste money on the stupid thing every year. I waste money on something that creates
experience,
peace
one of a kind.
for people.
And that's how it
you know what I mean? Just peace in your heart, you know? And it feels good, man. I can't lie. It feels great.
Yeah.
So thank you. Stories
Really,
like that, they make my heart, you know, they feel good. Because sometimes you're here and you're just shoveling all your money into a fire. You know what I mean? And then it's nice to have somebody come up, pat you on the back and be like, hey, great job, bro. Because it's like, you know,
it's truly
nice.
unlike anything
I
else.
appreciate you guys.
Of course, we really appreciate you. I do see the comments. I want to give him a shout out. Yo, what's up, Bricks? Good to see you. Thank you for being in here. Also, the Mall Walker. He says can't wait for ICCC 2026. Bricks asked how we were doing. Let's see. VIP is worth it every year. And then Bricks talked about the one-of-one experience. She was there for that. She was hanging out with us. So thank you guys for being in here. But yeah, for real, man, ICCC it's really unlike anything else I've ever seen, and nobody else is even trying to do something like that. So thank you again, one, for being on. I know I'm like gassing you up, but no, for it to be my first con, it set the bar so high, and yeah, man, just keep doing what y'all are doing. It's truly special. Thank you.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and
I genuinely think like the closest I've gotten to the ICC experience with a corporate backed con would have to be either Ocala Comic-Con or Central Carolina Comic-Con, because when we went up to Central Carolina, we met Dorian Kingy and we got to talk to him for like 2 hours at the table. And that's never I mean,
he was fantastic.
It was a great advantage on our end that everybody was there to meet SpongeBob, so nobody was really in his line. But we didn't have the con people like rushing us, you know, like Dorian was actually engaging in the conversation and keeping it going. And then Ocala, honestly, as corporate backed as it is, literally they're kind of like like you, Mike. They just kind of, from my 2 years of experience with them, they just kind of let the guests enjoy the con. Like I
Nice.
couldn't tell you how many celebrity guests that were at Ocala that were just walking up and down like the vendor booths and like Artist Alley and stuff like that. I'm like, what? I've never seen that at like any other convention.
Nice.
That actually perfectly transitions off of what you just got done saying and then what Swoon just got done saying. So you talk about those one of a kind experiences that like they touch you, right? It's very personal. So I went expecting to meet the Clone Wars people, and you were like my master Yoda, right? Like I met you for, it was like the second or third time I seen you because we were with the Echo Base Network people and we're walking around. I'm like, hey, I got this idea about meeting the Clone Wars people. I want to get a tattoo done where they each like sign it, and this is gonna start an end like a vicious cycle. But hear me out. And you're like, yeah, I think the best way you can probably do that is maybe getting an autograph, because you can spend a little bit more time with them. Because photo ops at any con, they're gonna be quick regardless, because there's gonna be people waiting in line. That's just how it is. You know, you got to go in already knowing that. I don't know what it was. I go up, get the photo op, and I'm like, heart's racing. I'm happy. The second I get up to them, I start breaking down. I am crying. Grown man crying in front of my childhood, idols. I wasn't even expecting it. Hit me out of left field, right? And they remembered that. Like James Arnold Taylor consolidated. He's like, can we just get a second, right? They all gave me a hug. Cool, awesome. I walk out of the room, like wiping the tears off my eyes, man. And the Emperor walks by me. I'm like, oh, it's Ian McDermott just walked right. There's no one gonna say hi to the Emperor. So then I get it done actually. And you probably remember the James Ashley thing, which I ended up getting a lot more celebrity tattoos.
Nice.
But that's where the magic started, man. It was started right there, and it will forever be a part of my being. That was such an important moment in my life, and I just thank you for being my Jedi master.
Nah, dude, happy for it. Did you get the tattoo on site too?
No, so they stumped. I had an appointment going home, so
all right.
Yeah, but I seen that you did have artists, and that's another thing too. Like, I mean, some corporate backed companies, Fan Expo, sometimes they have an artist alley and an artist booth, but it's kind of grueling. Like, I went to 2 Star Wars celebrations, and the one I went to in London when I got Hayden and Rosario to do this one, I had to make an appointment, and it was like cutthroat. Like, oh, I don't know if we can fit you in. There's like 50 artists. I'm like, oh, you can't fit me in. They're like, you can try your luck Monday. I'm like, I looked online trying to reserve this thing. I was DMing artists like, hey, I see you're going to be at Celebration. None of them got back to me, right? And I think it was maybe back because of the con was maybe being a little bit restrictive on how many people they were taking in too. But I got up to that thing and I'm like, first day of Celebration, I have this tattoo idea. I don't know if this is going to be a thing. One, because it is so busy and the artists are already telling me, try your luck on the last day. And 2, I'm trying to get these A-list celebrities that I already don't know if it's even going to work out, right? It ended up working out, but that was not as quick and smooth as an experience as it would have been had I just met the celebrities in a casual setting, and everything just, like I said, just fell right in place. The clouds aligned.
Well, Celebration is a different animal, man. It always reminds me of, the bar right across from Yankee Stadium, if you happen to be a Yankee fan. And what happens is Yankee Stadium lets out, and then 60,000 people try to walk into a 1,000 square foot bar.
Brutal.
And the bar doesn't care. They're just pouring drinks and making money. You know what I mean? So they don't care you're all on top of each other. And it's impossible. Do you know what I mean? Like, dude,
You can't move.
I've never seen something like that. They just put so many people in one place and they sell so many. Dude, I had the VIP. I've had Jedi Master before. I'm not trying to say that I run a convention. Let me change the way I'm talking. It doesn't provide you really with very much at all. And they sell so many of them that like there's 1,000 people in your line skip line anyway. Do you know what I mean? And they're selling them for $1,000 a pop. And I remember I was sitting there and I was eating that plate of $35 orange chicken I wouldn't feed a murderer, and I was drinking a $9 Coke, and I had a $750. It was $750, not even $1,000 at the time, around my neck. $750 badge around my wife's neck, and we're sitting on the garbage plastic folding chairs where the front of the chair kind of tilts like this, so you're
Yep.
always on your like ankles and knees. It's
Yeah.
garbage. All right, that, and there's a water cooler that isn't even one of the plug-in water coolers where it makes the water cool. It's just like a water dispenser.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're
mean?
lucky if
Like,
they
how
even have
cheap do
water.
you have to be
That's
to give you
terrible.
that kind of chair and a water dispenser? Like, dude, I mean, hook up. How much is a water? I know how much they are. I have 3 of them for the freaking con when we used to do it in the rodeo, and they cost me $150 a piece, man. And it makes your water cold. I don't even know where you get one that doesn't make your water cold. Like, is it like an option on Temu? Like, it just feels like they're kind of like kicking you for no reason with
Yeah.
things like that. You know what I mean? Like, so anyway, but
Yeah.
Celebration is a whole different animal, dude. Like, I mean, it's too many people in one place, and they don't account for the amount of human thing, and therefore they're understaffed always. The staff is always ticked off because they've dealt with 10,000 questions in that day. Everything is overpowered. There's lines for everything, man. You want to go to the bathroom, there's a line. God forbid there's a chair anywhere. There is no chair unless you want to go buy one of those $35 sodas and wait 15 minutes for somebody to get up from the concession area that literally looks like the world's crappiest movie theater concession area, covered in slime and barf and freaking soda and food, and no one
That's
ever
on a good
cleans.
day.
And I don't know, man.
I
We
got
have a
some
policy.
personal-
Our staff, you walk around, you see something on the floor, you pick it up and you throw it out.
Which
Personal
celebration do you go
story
to?
there. Yeah, because I've been to 2, and everything you said is very valid. I definitely plan on going to this next one because it's
Yeah, of course, dude. It's a great show. They have the best of the best. It is the highest end, but that also comes with, dude, how much?
Yeah.
All right, when you go to sell, here you go. You're a blog viewer, video personer. Do this for me, JT. You ready? Do a side by side cost analysis. ICCC Celebration.
Please, let's do it.
What
notes.
Like,
Oh,
just,
something
hey, man, I
compare
came to ICCC with a bin of garbage toys I don't want, and it cost me $0, and I had the VIP, and I ate pie and ice cream and this, that, and everything all weekend. And then you do another one where you go, here I am at Celebration. I'm at $35,000 for this trip already between flight, hotel, and everything else, and I'm about to walk in the door.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, and then people will realize what the difference in the price is.
Profit versus sales goal. Well, like I was gonna say, so I'm definitely planning on going.
But I go to Celebration too, man. Don't get me wrong. Have fun.
Yeah,
but it's bonkers, dude.
Mainly because it's gonna be the 50th, and there's not gonna be another 50th. But I already know the amount of money I'm gonna spend is not gonna equal the value that I know I'm gonna. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I know I'm going to be paying for pain because Mark Hamill could be announced, woo! But it's like, yeah, Mark Hamill, but it's like, oh yeah, Mark Hamill's prices for autos and stuff. Like, I'm just not.
Don't even get me going with that.
I'm just not going to be able to meet them. So it's like there's so many other guests that are cheaper that you can get at other cons like ICC that are not going to rip you off, dude. I know I'm going to spend that amount of money, but I know I'm also going to be sitting on the floor in a massive convention full of a lot of people in my sweaty leather Starkiller cosplay on the floor, which I can't sit, by the way, because I'm wearing a cape and armor and stuff. So it's self-fulfilling prophecy. I know it's going to be pain. It's going to be fun at sometimes, but it's not going to be the same kind of investment had it been.
Oh yeah, no, it's super fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to knock it in any way. I'm just saying it is set up to just pump money, man.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
It doesn't. You gotta know that the whole time. And if you go into it the whole time, that's fine, dude. If you got $1 million, man, go buy as many Mark Hamill autographs as you want, brother. But if you're like, I've always wanted to meet Mark Hamill, and like I'm trying to save for rent, don't go like spend $750 on.
I don't want to have to.
I mean, he's got plenty of dough.
Yeah. So tacking back to the tattoo section, right? So core memory unlocked. First day we were kind of just all hanging out, and I think that section you had with the tattoo artists and stuff like that was open a little bit earlier than everything else, and I'd actually gotten to help one of the vendors set up. Like, I met him on the elevator. He's like, "Hey, come help us set up. We'll just, you can collect."
Oh yeah, they were super nice.
So I walked into the tattoo place. I'm just looking around, scouting around. I've never been to a con before. And I walk up and this lady goes, "Hey, do you want to get a tattoo?" And I was like, I mean, kind of, but I don't have money for that. Core memory unlocked. I'm going to be getting my first tattoo this year at ICC Con. So
Nice.
be ready for that vlog video of me crying.
Tramp
like a
stamp?
bitch. Yeah, tramp stamp. It's actually going to be all
Nice.
3 of you guys. Like, it's going to be Sklee, Lord Swimski, and JT Lovecraft. Mount Rushmore.
Nice.
Let's go.
The equivalent of you getting your first tattoo at ICC is like your parents' first concert was Metallica and your first concert was Metallica years later. Like it was
Right. And the greatest part too is my wife has still not been able to come to any of the conventions that I've been blessed to be able to go to this last year.
That's
So
the perfect
she's
one.
going to be coming for ICC Con. And
Nice.
she's not like super nerdy or anything, but like she's from Mexico, so it's like this shit doesn't happen in Mexico. Like, there's no conventions like that. You know, like maybe like
It's
if
perfect
Disney
for
came and
her,
did
dude.
one. But she,
Yeah, just Mexico City ever. Anything like that.
bro, I
Yeah.
just can't wait to like look at her because I've already done everything. Like not everything, but you know, like I know what I'm doing this time. I've planned stuff out. I wasn't playing the first time because I
You'll
was
have a
like,
blast,
"Whoa,
dude."
fucking convention."
Wait, we make
and I
plans
just
for
get to
conventions?
watch.
Yeah, I know it's hard with me.
Fuck up.
Sorry.
Shut up. You saw me the last 2 weeks at those conventions. I was like, we're doing this and this and this and this. We got to get it in or we're not getting it done. ICC Con, by the way, I showed up. I did what I fucking wanted. I got everything done. It went smoothly. I did way more than I ever could have expected. But I just can't wait to like take her to this convention
Mhm.
and see what other people saw from me through her in a way,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
'Cause she's gonna blow her fucking mind.
She's
And
gonna
she
have a
It's
doesn't
like
know
watching
that-
Star Wars with somebody that's never seen it.
Oh
Right.
my gosh,
It's
bro.
which I've done with her, and she's all right
Magic.
with it. But it's like she's like, oh no, Anakin is the bad guy now. Oh no, you know. But yeah, nobody tell my wife about the tattoo, or I'll beat your ass. She doesn't know.
Sklee mentioned, "Oh, dude, that's perfect for her." I couldn't agree anymore because
Yeah.
you know, having ICC, the convention is at the hotel. It cuts out the middleman. I couldn't tell you the amount of times that you're hanging out with your buddies and you're in a different state, right? You want to go and you want to hit up the local toy shops and see what different things have to offer in the area, but then you got to lug everything back to the hotel, and then you got to go from there to the convention, dude. If you can have the convention at the hotel at the same place like ICC, all my buddies are here. Let's all just go to the food court and then come back. Oh, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'll stay up.
And that's the thing is you don't even need to plan. You don't have to be like, okay, I'm gonna go back to the hotel, whatever. Like everybody just kind of does their thing. And you meet up, you have certain places that are home based, like either the lobby, your room, or like part of the floor. Like that's the thing. Everybody can kind of just do what they please. They can go check out what they want. Not everybody's okay. I'm gonna be here at this time. And if you're not here, then I'm gonna miss this, or I'm not gonna have a ride back. It's all right there, man. It makes it easy. You can just relax and have a good time.
Or if you have an absolute idiot in your group, like some of you have had to deal with the past couple of weeks. Oh shit! I forgot the one binder that has the one photo that I'm signed today in it. Let's drive 20 minutes back to the fucking hotel and then
up to the room,
back and park again.
That kind of sucked, yeah. But hey, it worked out. But
it also helps with the safety. It helps with the drinking.
You're right.
Yep.
And it also helps. All right, here's the thing. If you put two people that hate each other in a cell for a year, they're going to become best friends.
Like beta.
So that's the thing, man. If we keep it all, I'm trying to make the immersive experience part is that hotel. Plus, once again, like I said before, everything that you experience at ICCC is just stuff I like. And you know what? After I walk around a convention and I eat a nice big meal for lunch or something, I don't find there's anything wrong with an hour nap.
My guy, he knows what I'm talking about.
Well, that's why we always have it in a hotel or right against the hotel. So, man, I understand the value of a nap.
Yeah.
Or sleeping through like the second day of the convention.
But also, terrible idea if you're the guy that runs the convention because you're saying, hey, listen, for about an hour every day, I want you to just go completely walk off the con floor. Don't spend a penny and just have a nice nap. It's insane.
That's awesome. Nothing like it, man. I need it, man.
But it's great, man, and it makes it better.
For the room sales.
Well, what I loved was even the manager of the hotel that the convention was at. the dude would literally be in the middle of the workday and just come out and just buy stuff at the vendor tables, and then like he came back for the room sales and like the lobby sales and all that. I'm like, bro, what? And then you go and look inside his office. He's just got sideshow figures, fucking
Everywhere.
statues everywhere. I'm like, this
Oh
guy
yeah, I
is.
forgot.
Dude,
The
it was
lobby.
funny
I
because
forgot about that.
that guy, when I first went to sign the contract, he was decked out because he's 501st and he's Darth Vader and he's
I
7
didn't know
feet tall. Okay. So like when I shook his hand, it was like shaking a hand of Johnsonville brats. You know what I mean? And he was such a real Darth Vader looker to me. Like I was like, whoa, that's so cool. All right, you were like all the hot toys in his office and stuff. He's got a bunch that are usually there, but he told me, he's like, Mike, I grabbed like 20 different ones from my house that are like really rare and expensive ones. He's like, and I put those out too. So he literally brought stuff extra to display in his office because he knew what was coming up. That's the thing, man. All these things, like the reason why room sales get busted up at every other convention you've ever been to, but they don't at mine, is because before I sign the contract, I make them put that in. They're aware it's going to happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's why
Yeah.
that stuff works like that, is because, dude, I am all about you guys. I am all about the attendees. I'm all about the fans. I am a fan. I just want it to be the best experience possible. And these things need to be done, but nobody really notices it because nobody really thinks, wow, man, how did he convince a major branded American hotel to let us do this in the lobby all night? Like, did that ever cross your mind why the cops don't show up?
Multiple times, to be honest with you.
That's me. Even though I pretend I don't know room sales happen, I make sure it's okay.
I remember that too, like when we were waiting to check into the hotel, because we came as a group a little bit early. We were just hanging out in the lobby, right? And then I think it was either Wrath or Schwinn, one of the two of you. You like stepped to the side and you came back. You're like, yo, did you see in this window? We're like, what? It's like right by the elevator, there's a window, and you can just see through this like a Darth Maul mythos statue where he's doing the thing in his shirt.
It's the dude's office, bro.
I'm like, oh, and everybody's in there like, oh, dude, look at him. You gotta get to the side of the window. If you look right up there on the cabinet, there's a Vader with the Kenobi slap in his mask. We're all just geeking out. We haven't even checked in. We're just in the lobby, looking through a dude's window in his office. So cool.
Yeah, no, they've been great, and I'm really glad we got to go back to the same place. It makes it so much easier when I get to go back to the same place. But sometimes they make it untenable with stupid rules or stealing security deposits or tripling the price because we do well or whatever. And,
Red Roof Inn, Rousey.
yeah, I know, right?
Bro, this fucking
You can't do that either because we have the best collectibles in the world, man. You think the guy with the $1.5 million Boba Fett's gonna stay at a Red Roof Inn? No,
Not a chance.
it'd be nice for me though because I got to rent the whole darn thing ahead of time. What's a Red Roof Inn cost? $50,000? That's whatever. I think I spend that on patches.
$50,000. That's 50 Mark Hamill autos.
Don't even get me going, dude.
Next year, Motel 6, boys. What do you say? And I'm going to Hawaii for 3 months. Sound good? All right. Let's do that instead.
To rent for ICC, you need to have like a Coachella where everybody just has a tent. And it's like room sales of the
Dude, I've been thinking about that, okay? Like, honestly, that's a good idea. All right, here's my idea. You ready? And I'll tell you because nobody will do it, even though I did have the idea for the Con Cruise thing, but whatever. We won't talk about that. Anyway, but here's my idea, right? So what I want to do is I want to buy a giant piece of land, right? And then I want to build a convention venue, like a nice big one, right? And then I want to buy, those little houses they got on Alibaba for like $7,000 a pop, the container ones?
houses.
I want to buy like 500 of them and spread them out in the field. So everybody, the first 500 people, which is plenty of hotel rooms, right? First 500 people can literally be on site in their own little pod house, with a bathroom, with a bed, with a TV, with all this stuff. And then they can just Coachella it all night, man. And I was like remember when we were in that giant place where it was just too big. Like I had to drive like on a golf cart like 6 minutes to go bring people change. It was just too far. And but that place where I had the like helicopter in the zoo, it was a bit much. But but it is fun.
These are actually great ideas.
What I was gonna do there is because they had these power hookups for the stage, right? So what I was gonna do is I was trying to get Vanilla Ice to come and do a thing on the stage with the thing, but I didn't know enough about like booking music talent and stuff like that, and the requirements for AV and whatnot. So I couldn't do that at that time, but I would like to do that. And then that way, it is an immersive experience all weekend because we always got the live bands and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do something like that where it just keeps it running all night long, man. Because I used to be young. I used to be able to stay up for 3 days straight, and you're no good on Monday, but that ain't my problem.
Listen, so
but this year I gave you guys a freaking vacation day on Monday, so we're all good.
Listen, I
think it's like a holiday or something, right?
I loved the musicians.
I don't know.
That was one of my favorite things. I'm a musician. I wish there was a way that they could be more on like the main floor so they can get more traffic, because I felt like they were kind of pushed off to rooms. But like that idea and like the cruise idea, all you need to do if you're interested in doing live music, you need to hire a local production company. I got a couple. I used to work in production. Technical Elements is a good one. You hire them out for the period of time. They will bring all the sound, video equipment, everything. They have their own guys. They rig it up, no issue. They'll tear it down afterwards. And then you can just independently contract out the different artists that you'd like to have. So like if you wanted to have like Galactic Empire is like a Star Wars kind of band. They're huge. Like if you want, like I said, it doesn't matter if you want to do like a festival or a cruise. Dude, I'm telling you, you have the right idea. Like I said,
the only hook with that, I would love to do that in every aspect of this convention.
Oh my gosh!
But whenever you call 1-800, give me an awesome AV show, it costs $1 billion, bro, and I would have to charge you guys $1 billion. That's why, like, literally, I own every single piece of pipe and drape you will see, because it cost me as much to rent it as it would cost to buy it all and store it. So, like, every piece of AV equipment you see, all the projectors, all the pipe and drape, everything except the tables and chairs, I personally own. And that's the only way I'm able to be like, here's a giant stage show. Go sell your things. Here's a bunch of vendor tables. Here's all this stuff. But also the costs are so much less. Like, do you know free parking? Just free parking saves everybody walking in the door $45 a day. You can't do that, man. I called 1-800-AV my first year, dude, and second year. And 1-800-AV cost me $60,000 a year.
What if you created your own team, like small team of people to do it for? Because you said you own everything. If you
we got 15 people that are the leadership team that build everything you see, for sure. Yeah, man, I'd love to have an AV team, dude. You guys want to come work for me? Feel free, dude. Anybody that wants to come play this game, you come play this game. I don't ask people to come give their time and energy and money and work and everything because I feel bad. But if they ask and want to help, man, I'm all about taking help. I just don't try to ask anybody, because if I ask people, it's like they're obligated or they want to do it because they know me or because they want to not be bashed or whatever. And that's why I never ask anybody to do anything. But everybody you see, everything is run by different departments. We do have AV guys, but I mean, dude, when you're telling me, here's the thing, like even at the Sheridan, right? The Sheridan, it was a nice enough place or whatever, but it made me rent a lot of the AV from them, and they were charging me $850 a weekend to rent a 42-inch TV.
Yeah,
like you could go to Walmart and buy a 70-inch TV for $400, and then you own it. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the problem with whenever, like, dude, I totally get it, man. I would love to hire a production company to get in there and put on a show, but they are just so expensive. And then all that does is translate over to you guys, and that's why the sodas end up, dude. They ain't just like sitting there being jerks, being like, "Ha ha! I bet you we could get them to pay $12 for a soda."
Yeah,
they're like,
some of them probably are.
Things are bound.
Probably,
hire a company and
true.
Pay for that,
but Celebration is like 1-800-AV or whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, can you run our AV? But photo ops and everything. It's like they ain't making that happen. They're just calling a guy, and that's why it's like, hey, guess what? The autograph is $740 plus there's $18 fees plus there's $36 of this fee because you bought it here with this kind of credit card. Oh, you want to use a credit card? That's another 3.5%. You know what I mean? And that's how they. But I wish, brother. You know what I need? I need an angel investor, crazy billionaire that just wants to throw mad money into the fire like me.
Yeah, nobody else had the live music quite like y'all. I mean, you guys had like a schedule. Like the last con that we were at, Lexington, they had maybe one artist, but I would love the fact that I could have a couple drinks, pop my head in there, sing a couple songs along with people, give them some good energy and come back. I loved that. And like I said, just your idea about a cruise, I know that's insane, or like a quote unquote festival. I'm telling you, man, I really think that idea could get some legs if
Dude,
you could find a way to figure
people
that
in
out.
Star
I'd love
Wars
to be a part of it too.
costumes doing death sticks out in the field, man, tripping out like
Dude,
Burning Man.
I would love it, man, and I've looked into it, but honestly, man, it's $7 to $10 million to do it right,
Yeah.
and I don't have $7 to $10 million to light on fire on the chance people will show up. I'll light $1 million a year on fire for you guys, but that's the end of my love.
Not $1 million and one, $1 million and one.
Yeah, right? No.
Not
but
a cent over, JT.
You actually,
Dude, that's the thing, because the thing is, and nobody thinks about this, but like, you get a guest star or whatever, and you got all these guarantees on all these guest stars, right? And let's say, you know how you guys told that story about how you were standing at somebody's table for 2 hours and he was talking to you?
Yeah.
Okay, on my side of the screen here, I'm going, oh my God, that poor promoter lost probably $3,000 on that one guy that he happened to book by mistake, that for some reason nobody at the convention gave a crap about at all. So nobody was like, hey, can I get an autograph? You guys just got to talk to him for 2 hours. As a convention promoter, at the end of that weekend is like, here's your $7,000, XYZ person. Do you know what I mean? Like, dude.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, and here's the autographs in exchange at the autograph price. And it's like, man, if I would have done a bulk deal, I could have got the autographs cheaper. Like, dude, you know how many? I literally own $35,000 worth of William Shatner autographs. I have never once seen a Star Trek episode. Let that sink in. That's my life.
That's wild, actually.
And I don't sell autographs, so they're in a box.
Mike,
$35,000 box of paper about something I don't care about.
You know what you could do?
Insane.
There's $1. There's $1. There's $1.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's crazy. And dude, it happens. And it happens with a lot of them, because these guest stars. And the other problem is all right, here's the other like behind the scenes thing for ICCCon, especially. We're a mom and pop shop. So I don't have Funko, a contract with Funko and contract with Topps, where they're in the back room eating 85% of the autographs for the guarantee. I'm just praying you guys buy them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what ends up thinking, like killing it. And dude, sometimes, you can't explain it, but just they don't hit. Dude, like, I don't know if people watch Daredevil in real life or not, but that was like 2 houses worth of a mistake for me.
Damn.
But I thought people liked Daredevil. I guess not. I don't know. Or at least not at ICCCon. I'll tell you that much. Because, dear God, man, I mean, it was just like, here's pretty much all the money you were supposed to make, minus the measly like $8 you did make. And
but here's the difference, Mike. You even with a slip up, it's still an investment, because you have people coming back based off of new experiences that and that people get for the first time, and they keep coming back. I was just gonna say, it feels good.
Yeah.
When you get away with doing something like that, like haha, Jip the Con, when they're caring only about the money and not the people going to the con.
Right.
You invest into the people come back and bring more people.
Yeah, because it left such an impression.
For example, Lexington, we had some bad run-ins with some staff.
Oh, we did. We don't need to get into it.
Won't get into it. But we met, for example, Tara Strong. And I wanted to see Truffles, right? She voiced so many different characters. I go up there, and I'm looking at the prices, and I'm like, yeah, I knew I was going to get a photo and an autograph, but it would have been nice to get an audio recording. So I knew if I asked her handler or the staff, whatever, they were going to be like, nope, sorry, need some of this, sorry. So I get up to Tara. She does the auto. We get into the picture, and I'm like, yeah, I was really hoping we could get an audio. She's like, did you get the audio package thing? I'm like, nah, there's an audio package right in my head. I'm thinking, yeah, I know there was one, right? Just play it out and see how it works out. And she's like, how much was the upcharge? Like, she's in character. How much was the upcharge, right? And they're like, $180 just for audio, not video, by the way, just audio. And she's like, you want to do it? And I'm like, no, sorry, I can't afford it right now. She's like, okay. We get the picture. The handler leaves, and she goes, hey, come here, quick. Just do the. I'm like, what? She says, just do the video, quick. And I got an actual video, audio back and forth with her exchange for free, because she was cool, right? It felt good that I was getting away with it, because the con made it so that it was inaccessible. You know, it was almost a terrible experience, but it was saved by the celebrity, a celebrity that's
Oh,
down. a
they didn't
celebrity
even
that wants
let you
to be married.
guys. They didn't even let you guys do a meet and greet with some of the people, but yet some
Oh
of the
god.
guests that were at Lexington were at GalaxyCon the previous weekend doing meet and greets.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you in on another backdoor secret here. Two things.
Uh-oh.
Number one, with the whole, it's $180 for the audio or whatever. That's the agents of that person. That's not the convention. We don't pick any of that. So it's definitely the agent of the person. Now the thing is as soon as guest stars get to be bigger, they go get a cutthroat agent, and they have to, because Hollywood is the most cutthroat place in the world.
Sucks.
Unfortunately, when they use the cutthroat agent when they're also dealing with fans, it doesn't translate, and it does that.
Oh, dude.
What was
I
the
called
other
it
thing
out.
you just said? Because there was a good point.
Meet and greets.
Yeah,
Like even just going up to somebody's table and just being like, "Thank you," and shaking their hand.
Oh yeah, all right. Because you said at GalaxyCon they did one thing, and at the other con they did another thing.
Completely
Okay,
Yeah.
that's the
You don't have
corporation
to.
thing. For example, there is a guy that is a Star Wars, very famous Star Wars person. Okay, and I can't say who it is because I hope to get him one day. But once something reasonable happens, but he's very important for Star Wars. Okay, he's at many conventions. He's got long hair in the movie,
Okay, not the guy
but
we're talking.
anyway. But nice guy. His agent is just right. And the thing is all right, for me, if I got this guy he's a $250 or $275 autograph. So you guys probably know who I'm talking about. So if
Yep.
I go to
I
get
know
him
exactly
for
who he's
my
talking about.
convention, because he is, what happens is this company called Informa, I've talked about it on here before. This company called Informa owns 99% of conventions. So what they do is they go to this guy, they go, I will give you $1.2 million. I'll pay you right now today because I'm a giant corporation. It doesn't matter to me. And what you have to do is you have to do 5 of my cons. Say, okay? But as a writer on the contract for that 1.2 or whatever big $1 million payment or whatever, as a writer to that contract, any other convention you can't do any video promotion. You have to be in a cave so they can't see you when they're walking by. Your autograph price has to be this. You're not allowed to do panels, and you're not allowed to do meet and greets, and you're not allowed to do this, that, and the other thing. And they put all these stipulations in their writer contract. So by the time they get to me, because they're doing these massive shows that do 30 events yearly and are multi-billion-dollar companies, by the time they get to me, they try to charge me the same exact money that they charge that con. So they're like, well, it costs $400,000. And I'm like doing the math. What's $400,000 divided by 250? It comes out to like 10,000 autographs or something. A human being can't physically do it. So I know for a fact I'm already losing about $200,000 if I book this person. And then they can't do any promotions. They can't wear any of my gear. They can't be in front of my logo. They can't be seen. They have to sign in a cave. They can't do a panel. They can't do, dude, it just, and that's why I can't get them, because it makes it, and it's on purpose. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
on purpose. There is a reason why, like, Steve's root beer or whatever is not sold in a giant Coca-Cola machine at Taco Bell, man. Do you know what I mean? And it's because Taco Bell pays Pepsi or Coke or whatever the heck Taco Bell has for every single store, and they have a contract that is in place that says if you open up Rico's Tacos next door, you're not allowed to use the Pepsi machine.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And that's what happens. Is it's the same exact thing here. If you want to go to ICC you have to charge an exorbitant amount that they can't possibly hit, so we can try to break their back. And you can't do any of the things that promote you and make you come close to hitting any kind of number anyway.
Yeah.
So honestly, man, between GalaxyCon and the other one, I doubt that it was intentional or the con doing that. I bet you it's because whomever had a better contract than the other one. And that's because you're dealing
Probably.
with an agent that's like, oh man, you know what? We have $1 million offer from blah 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 blah. Dude, you know how many times I've heard that? How many times I heard you call up for Mark Hamill and they're like, well, we've got many 6-figure or 7-figure offers that we're ignoring right now. And I'm like, well, what's the realistic number? What really has to happen? If I really want Mark Hamill and I put all my pennies in one basket and I go get Mark Hamill, and I'll say this about Mark Hamill because he is so beyond unattainable that it doesn't even matter that I say this. It doesn't matter. But he wants $1.25 million before he will step on an airplane, before he even signs an autograph. So that's just straight out of pocket. That's what he wants. And the thing is he won't do anything out of California anymore because he doesn't feel like traveling. And I get it and everything, man. But I mean, if your entire persona is complaining on Twitter about how bad the rich are, and then you do that, it kind of like really ticks me off, bro.
As it should, Mike.
Because I see that side of it where he's like, I don't even want to talk to you. You're not coming up with 7 figures before I come out there. And it's like, you kidding, man? I have the convention where the true fans are there, man. You want the true fans? That's where they're at. You want to talk about how you love the fans? Come. You're still going to make your $1 million. You're freaking Mark Hamill. Sit behind any table anywhere in the world. You're going to make your $1 million.
Yeah, he's a mythic.
Why do you have to charge me up front and try to break my back?
Well, especially if you're charging $750 for a piece of paper getting signed.
$750, dude, to write his name. I don't understand it.
And it's
not even on something like Saber. That's just an 8x10.
Yeah, Bulky's even more. It's ridiculous.
Also, you know what does kind of drive me nuts, and everybody does it, so I'm not trying to pick, and it's not my choice. But why does it cost more to put your signature on a certain item than another item? It's not like you're doing anything different.
Why does it cost more to get the character's name on the autograph? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
That does waste more Sharpie ink, man. So, and that Sharpie ink ain't cheap.
You know, it's money.
You got to do it the way I do it.
That was the other thing for that guest star I was talking about that had all those stipulations. That was another one. He wasn't allowed to personalize any autograph at any convention that is not in Forma.
Which is crazy because stupid. You're literally just
it bums me out.
When you don't personalize an auto, 92% of the time somebody's reselling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they don't care. They pretend they care, but they don't care. They walk into the back room and they sign the 40,000 tops cards, man. Yep. They know exactly what they're doing. And I get it. Guy, if I could write my name on a piece of paper and all of a sudden $40 would be in my hand, I'd be doing nothing but writing my name on pieces of paper. So I get it.
I hope so.
But like, you know, it is still writing your name on a piece of paper.
But bring it back to what I was saying. Like, it feels good when you get away with stuff like that, though, because for my case in Celebration, Rosaria Dawson, when I pitched to her the tattoo idea, she had her people with her, and you could tell that they were her people and not volunteers working for the con or staff, because they offered to grab my phone for me, and they're like recording for me, right? And she's taking her time going over the stencil. I'm like, extra time, you know, a big con like that, time is money, so any extra thing is a big no-no, but she didn't care because she's a cool person.
Yes, but you were at Star Wars Celebration where they literally just call her agent and say she has to be here on these dates because we own her. Not to be that guy, man, but I mean, it's Star Wars Celebration, man. If you don't think they own everybody that's ever even sneezed anywhere near a mouse, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
It's Celebration, dude. So I get where you're coming from, and I'm very glad that your experience was good, and I'm glad that her staff was nice to you. But if she wasn't there doing exactly that, she'd lose out on Ahsoka Season 2, which I'm sure netted her about $80 million, dude. So I'm sure she was smiling ear to ear, because I sure as heck would have been.
Right.
It's Celebration, man. It's like literally, like they own it, dude.
Yeah. Even just like smaller cons too, like Nickel City near me, like even something with Ray Park's handler. You know, Ray was such an awesome dude, but no recording, right? No recording, big no. Even though he allows it, the staff is like, no.
Yeah, but that's his staff, and if you follow Ray Park's Instagram, you would know darn well if you ran his stuff, you wouldn't let him go on live video either.
Yeah.
Because, like,
he's completely different in person than he is.
Totally, I totally get it. But if your bottom line for your business was running on Ray Park, right, and you're his agent, let's say, would you let him speak on video?
No,
I'd take his
sir.
fucking phone out of his pocket.
Just because it's like, dude, he might be, dude, he might be the best guy in the world in person, dude. But I mean, like, sometimes he does just put up, like, I mean, dude, you saw the most recent thing. I had Ray Park. I had to get rid of Ray Park. We ain't gonna have Ray Park
Tragic, man.
because
I know.
it's like.
We've
That
talked
But
about
that's
this
the thing, man.
a
I
lot.
mean, it's 2026. If you don't know that you putting something like that on the internet is gonna screw up your name, then you're not. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. If I was Ray Park's agent, I would never let him on video. I would definitely have deleted his Instagram account 15 years ago when he
all
first did it.
social media.
Yeah. Or just
Yeah,
have
it's
somebody
bad.
do his social media. Like you're Ray Park, man. Have a guy.
Yeah,
Yep.
you'd think he would.
He definitely doesn't because that is crazy stuff straight from the
Yeah.
horse's mouth. I'll tell you
Oh,
what.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
we're all aware.
We've
of it,
yeah,
unfortunately.
it's yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
I was lucky enough to get him right before the most recent swell of
Yeah,
that.
shout out to you for getting me that auto right before. I literally think it was like 2 days after.
Wishing
Well,
I would have brought a couple
He'll come
more.
back around though. People forgive that stuff, especially when they're fans of him.
Well,
It's
they've
just
already
not
done
this
it.
year. I don't
They've
think you're
already
going to
done
see
it
him at
once.
a convention. Because the thing is you do something like that. Like last year, dude, I had Star Wars Theory, right? He wasn't even a guest star. He's a really nice guy.
it was cool.
He
Got
was
to meet
really
him.
nice to me in person. But the
Got
sheer
to.
fact that I had Star Wars Theory had this group of people like fight against the convention and
Yep.
like fake rent
Oh, I
64
know,
rooms
dude.
in order to leave me holding a bag, which is the reason why they now charge a deposit on the rooms.
I hate all this.
And it's like, man, I'm just some guy trying to make something nice. You're gonna like literally devise like a 10-point process and plan to try to make me sink. Like
Yeah,
that was
Mike.
filthy, dude. And
Those
all that
people
happened
just
is
need
some guy
fucking
bought a
lives.
booth to sell his
Unfortunately-
lightsabers. I said he seems like a nice enough guy, and he was.
Mike,
That's all I did.
unfortunately-
I didn't come out like waving a Trump flag or something, did I?
No.
Like,
No, Mike, and
I don't
that's the
even
thing I wanna
know.
say
And
is-
dude, they were like writing me. They were cussing me out. They were
Yeah.
calling the hotel trying to get it shut down. They were calling Hilton Corporate trying to get it shut down. And like,
Mike-
and they rented 64 hotel rooms under different names, and then
Mike, that is the
canceled them day of
culture.
show.
That is the
Like, I
culture
mean, that was
we
a
live in
actual
nowadays.
like conspiracy against
we saw it.
ICC. And what
We
have we
know.
ever done to anybody ever?
I know. But that's the culture we're unfortunately living in. That's just in the world, and it's permeated everything. And it's like, if just because we don't agree, I have to tear you down. And I do. It's
Guilty by
unfortunate, it's a nightmare, it's
association.
wrong.
But
But,
that's why you're not going to see Darth Maul at a con for a minute
It's
because
sad.
nobody can take that heat that he'll bring.
No.
I'm unfortunately about to have to leave here within the next 5 minutes. I want to say it's been an honor to have you. We really appreciate it.
No, thanks a lot, man. And I'm sorry that my volume went low and I've been like talking
No.
over everybody. I feel terrible.
No, this is why we want you on here. We want you to spread the word. I mean, it's an incredible con, the best one I've been to. And speaking of which, I'm actually going to move into a next tangent, into our next topic. What can you tell us about this next year, man?
Lots of stuff is happening, man. We've moved the bands so they are more easily accessible to where the alcohol is.
five.
Okay,
But we
so
can't get them in
basically
the
know
main
where we're gonna
lobby
be.
because there's like some
High
corporate
five.
rule with Hilton or something. But it's all right. It's still like right there. Plus the burlesque show is this year. The room sales are going to be huge this year. We have way more vendor tables because I don't know if you remember where the band and the everything was last year. I took a
Mhm.
section of the vendor room. We
Yeah.
moved that out. And we have more vendor tables there and more displays. We have this huge droid builder thing that's coming where they
Yeah.
like have an entire like downtown Mos Espa kind of droid selling scene thing. You can walk through. It's immersive. There's going to be droids. We're getting a really cool displays. We have a couple cool displays. The NASA guy's going to be there for 3 days. I got the I don't know if you know the there's like a dinosaur museum down here.
Mm-hmm.
And some
in
people
Tennessee?
go to it when they come to the con. But so I worked with him and I've got him coming, bringing a whole bunch of fossils and stuff. So
Dude.
technically, the
That's
oldest collectibles you can purchase at ICC Con are over 50 million years old.
Might
Because you
even
can
see a
buy
broken
actual
tusk at one
dinosaur
point.
bones and stuff like that. And
I-
I got a Velociraptor tooth from him. He's a really cool
What?
dude, and he runs. It's essentially like a small natural history museum down here, and he's
Oh, yeah.
going to bring a bunch of the pieces and stuff like that, and that's always cool. Plus, we always have the specialty drinks and the fun events afterwards, and we have the podcast stage is going to be way bigger. I don't know. Did you guys sign up for it?
Not yet.
Not
I
yet.
haven't looked into
Okay.
like all the stuff that I want to do.
Well, you already missed out, so too bad.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we'll
But
Embarrassing.
for the podcast stage, we set it up different, and I work into the contracts with the guest stars. They got to do 15 minutes on the podcast stage. So everybody that did sign up for it gets entered into a lottery. So each one of their podcasts will get a celebrity. on their podcast while they're doing it live there.
I'm having
We also have, I don't know, man. There's an In-N-Out burger across the street now. That's good too. But no, it's going to be great, man. And a lot more vendors, and all the vendors are freaking awesome, dude.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, I
we're
have
excited,
cherry
man.
picked the heck out of it. I have said no to about 25 vendors plus.
Damn.
And because what happens is they just buy it, and then I go in and I look them up, and if it's like, I make, pornographic anime art, I'm like, you can't come.
There was a lot of that at a couple of these cons.
Or they'd be like,
Central Carolina Comic Con. No,
I make
it was Ocala.
really great different kinds of soap, and I'm like, you're not allowed here. I sell beef jerky. No, I'm sorry. There's a gas station down the street. I sell, I don't know, freaking dip. They all buy a table, you know what I mean? And I'm like, you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even have sour cream
I
here.
sell
I can't
garage
help it.
doors.
Like, Anderson Windows, the gutter guard people. And so I turn all these down, but you guys know how it is. You've walked around that show floor, man. It is the highest quality vendors of anywhere ever.
By far. Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to just make it all about the collectibles and all about the people. You know what I mean? I got a bunch of awesome guest stars. We're going to have a ton of guest stars. I think we got something like 30 or 35 guest stars this year between everybody. They're still getting released all the time. But lots of people that are like, they've never signed in America before, or they've never done this before, or they've never been. And we always try to do that. So we check off the boxes that you ain't never going to find at, God bless it, but Celebration. I mean, you ain't never going to find like the Padme thing at Celebration, It's like they just don't, it doesn't cross their mind because they don't like, much like some of the Star Wars things that get released, they don't just take one of us legit nerds and be like, hey, bro, watch this hour movie and let me know what you think. Because you can't tell me that any issue you've ever had with any Star Wars TV or whatever couldn't be fixed by one of us nerds in a room being like, bro, everybody's going to hate that. Just change that 5 minutes and they won't give you grief on the internet. You know what I mean?
Maybe we don't need Plagueis to just look around a corner like a creepy weirdo.
Maybe we don't need to take Darth Plagueis and turn him into a troll monster in a freaking cave. One of the coolest characters ever created, right? Dude, I'll tell you, man, when I was watching Ahsoka, right? And I knew the Thrawn episode was coming, right? And now Grand Admiral Thrawn's like my favorite guy in the history of Earth, okay?
Really?
So
he's your favorite character? That's sick.
I'm like waiting, but I am freaking out. I'm like, dude, they're going to screw up this. They're going to screw up that. And granted, they didn't, as long as when he comes back with a fixed ship next season and a tight uniform, it is tight and he looks thin and trim and tight. Because if he looks like grumpy and not all together like he did in the last season, like, I mean, I could understand that. If you've been on like an island for the past 40 years and you're Grand Admiral Thrawn and you're doing the best with what you got,
it makes sense canonically, yeah.
But
no.
Dude, if you have like access to a men's warehouse and you're still dressing like that and you're Grand Admiral Thrawn, I'm gonna have a problem with it. So I hope they got that message.
It's so funny you say that, and I hope they did too. Swoon and I were talking about today in the car. We loved how he was portrayed in Rebels. We thought it was super in line with Timothy Zahn and everything.
Yeah,
what you're saying is right on par with what we were talking about, man. We are right there with you. But unfortunately, I'm about to have to leave. I just wanted to say thank you again for joining us. It's been wonderful. I'm really excited for ICCC this next year, dude. Everything you've said has got me even more hype, and I cannot want to miss it. So really, it sounds like you've worked out the little king. It sounds like you've really got a nice formula. So man, like I said, just super excited. Just excited to see the changes and ready to meet up with all my friends and make some new ones. So,
dude, Splee, we're gonna be hitting the music room every night after some drink skis.
Well, they do the burlesque show one night too. See, we even got that.
Maybe Swoon and I will get up on stage and show our stuff if you're lucky.
Do it up, man.
Kick them out now, Mike. Revoke it.
Kick them out now.
But man, thank you so much again. You guys been a great podcast. I'm sorry I got to leave early, but I'll see you guys again next week. Mike, again, thank you. Wonderful time talking with you. It's been a blast, and I'm sure we'll have you on here again.
Yeah, we'll have.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you later. I got to leave soon too, and I got 15% battery life. So if I go black, sorry, and I love you.
We can go ahead and wrap things up now. We'll probably have you on a couple weeks before, just to last ditch kind of fucking nail it home. That being said, for those of you that have joined us tonight, thank you so much. We can't wait to see y'all. Make sure you get your tickets. They're selling. Use code WOM10 or
SW Nerd 10.
at checkout if you want to save a couple bucks, but Mike, thank you so much for everything. Thank you for being on. Absolute pleasure having you on. I can't look forward more to this convention this year. It's gonna be great.
Hey, I do have to hop in with one thing. In the chat, Darth Maul Walker said Whataburger is better than In-N-Out. There's also a Whataburger right there too, bro, so you'll be all right.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. Make sure you keep tuned for when we've got Michael back on here right before we head down to Tennessee here. And may the force be with you guys always.
And we'll see you guys Monday for episodes 3 and 4 of Maul, because that's a thing again. We get to watch
I'll
Star
be there
Wars
this
weekly.
And it's good. It's good. It's good. It's really good.